picturesque Provo, Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports, LaVell Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. And a pretty good job by the coverage unit. Now the Cougars are going to use... Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium. Nearing the midway point of this season, week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes. This is a gamble. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Martin. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They may
You don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got it run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback making checks. Oh, he's got some space. Rams him with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. On target. Plows through the defense. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. They get to him, and now they'll face a 3rd and long.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long and field
goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Peoples. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Quick strike complete. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Play action. Steps away. Slings it downfield. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
A little screen to the running back.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sowell.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They'll give it to people. Maybe some room here. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Off play action on 1st down. A spectacular one-hand grab. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Quarterback keeps grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line. Corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing. There he goes. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are...
Snags it and he's open. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, BYU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Inside, it's Peoples. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sauer. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Up-tempo for the offense. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
The The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by him.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, going to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think
Caught, and he's got room. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions will try to put one, and he's in! Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sack.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Lost one deep down the right side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
To the air on 2nd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to pass, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it on the outside. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Gives it on the option. And some room to work. Racing down the left side. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 21 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Longhorns, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Complete to the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Now, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Back open in the middle. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Here comes the heat. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their game. And you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking deep down the right side. And he makes the grab. And it's the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Run in the red zone, it's Martin. Able to get one down to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not...
Touchdown, BYU! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Peoples. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going.
There's a crease. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it with James Peoples. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Fires toward the target. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. It's 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game.
Here's a little room there, and he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is, with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. They'll keep it on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run it from the gun. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball.